here's our smasher test. Eat that. You absolutely shred through it, and this isn't even a proper crit build on it. So the Founder's Drumroll fairly recently got a buff slash rework in terms of its 6th perk, and so, well, we're gonna hopefully try and get through all the original Founder's weapons and just try and re-review them. So, what is the build with this? We've got plus mag size, plus damage, it's fire, with crit rating and crit damage. Now, the new 6th perk, which is unique to this weapon, is every 10th round fires increases weapon damage by 15%, stacking up to 4 times, which is, once you've fired your 40th round, you get 60% extra weapon damage. If you reload, it removes the effect. I'm going to assume if you switch weapons as well, it's going to remove the effect. It doesn't say that, but quite a lot of perks and modifiers with this type of wording. If you switch the weapon, it removes it. So what is it? It's an assault weapon and an LMG, a heavy weapon with higher damage, an extreme rate of fire, and a large magazine size. Inaccurate unless aiming down sights and firing in short bursts. So we have 9,000 damage, 38% crit chance, 410% crit damage, with a fire rate of 12 per second, which is incredibly fast. A mag size of 102, which again, we're going to get a lot of extra damage with this massive mag size. Decent range, durability is just as you expect because it is bright core as well. Reload time of 3. The reload time will be horrible, but because of the massive mag size, it kind of makes up for it. Now, before we take this into a mission, let's have a look at my hero build. So as always with assault weapons, I've got to have Sledgehammer as my commander just to increase our crit damage by 225%. Now, the team perk, there's not really one I could really use, so I've just put Happy Holidays on. That's just in case I get overwhelmed. I'm going to shockwave or throw a grenade. So we're not really using the team perk. That's not going to help us at all with this. We then have Mad Tidings and Startup. They do very similar things. So this one's up to 50 stacks. This one's up to 25 stacks. It gives us an additional 75% damage overall after 50 shots have been fired. Waste Not, Want Not. I leveled Light Show, I think he's called, just for this because I want a bit of extra mag size. I don't just want a copy and paste rocking riff or totally rocking out build like I was planning on doing. So I just put him on to increase the mag size by an additional 30%, assault damage to increase the damage by 17%, and then as always survivalist just to help keep us alive. We have stationary hover turret and adrenaline rush to heal us and also keep us alive as well. And we're going in with this skin because I've been playing a lot of Animal Crossing New Horizons recently, and she looks like the female version of Flick, so I'm probably just going to put Flick in the thumbnail. So let's test out the Founder's Drumroll. So this took ages to get in a lobby with people in it, but let's just test this out a bit. So we're going to do one shot, 12,000, 13,000, that was a crit. As you can see, the overall damage just goes up after every shot. That's the Mad Tidings stacking actually, but then look how fast it fires. Oh, you do. I forgot. I just remembered actually. You melt through ammo an awful lot with this weapon. Remember, I think I mentioned that last time I did the drum roll. But it's so strong. It's one of those you don't need to have a crit build on because that last perk is actually really useful. Just because it'd be nice to make it unique, I'd probably just say have a maximum mag size on this weapon. Because it'll be still really good. You'll be melting through enemies. The DPS will be incredibly high. Look at that, just shredding through enemies. Ooh. Oh, I shouldn't have reloaded actually. Because we're going to lose 60% damage. This is mostly Mad Tidings. What was the I forgot what it was. 102 mag size with the buffs. Again, that is still strong. We could probably do a oh whoa 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 whoa. I was going to say smasher test, but I can't get out the. Is there slowing attacks on this? Because I just couldn't move then. I need to check. Nope, there wasn't slowing attacks. I need to hit rocks as well. Just harvest some rocks. Go away! Oh. Oh my gosh, it's going to be one of those games, isn't it? Okay, so this is like take 5,000 now. I have to keep getting knocked down. I'm going to fire 40 shots, okay? Then I'm going to hopefully find a smasher and see if I can eliminate them. Right, that's around 40. Now we've got to find that smasher. I'm not sure if you lose stacks if you switch weapons, though. Which is kind of a problem here. I don't know where that smasher's gone. No. We might just have to use it on the taker. Because I can't find the smasher. Come on, taker. It still absolutely shreds, but the accuracy is very difficult because it's got a fast fire rate. And I've also got startup on now. I believe it's either Startup or Mad Tidings. One of them does it. But the more you fire, the less stable your weapon is, which means it's going to be more. It either increases the bloom or it makes it shake around more. Either way, it's much harder to aim with the more stacks you get. I mean, I can still aim if I stand still, but you don't really want to be standing still firing. This weapon, though. Oh, look at my ammo. I think I had like 1,100 when I came in. I'm on 415 already. I'm going to have to batch craft an awful lot in a moment. I think as well, I may do a smasher test after this, but find a smasher in a different session. Take off light show, maybe put rocking riff on, just to increase the damage really. But look, you can just melt enemies with this. I quite like it. I really do. I always have liked the drum roll. My issue was it melted through your ammo, but if you've got a load of ammo to spare, feel free. Eat through hordes of enemies like that. And then, okay, they're all gonna go. But it just melts through them. I really like the fact that they have unique 6 perks, all the Founders weapons now, because they're not just reskins, they're not just, ooh, slightly better in this way. They're completely unique. I don't expect these 6 perks to be on any other weapons now. I mean, at least I hope they won't be. I don't even have the Founders weapons myself, so it's nice when people give me them or let me trade for them. Nice to test them out because they're unique in that way, and it's also got a little laser on it. I wish the laser kind of had like a little red dot. That could be a nice little feature on it. So if I'm aiming here, a little red dot shows up. That could be really cool. 12,000. Maybe, yeah, I think a mag size would be best. Maybe forget about the crit. I'm not sure how much mag size you can have on it. We can have mag size, fire rates. If you can get rid of the damages, get rid of the crits. The crit chances and crit damages as well. Just have mag size and fire rate on this. That'd be really good. Or mag size and reload time, because that 3-second reload time is pretty horrible. Now I need to batchcraft some ammo because I'm nearly out already. So I'm just going to quickly do that. Okay, so I'm just going to test if switching your weapon does actually remove the stacks, and then I'm going to reload it, because I know if I switch the weapon, Mad Tidings and Startup will influence the damage. So this is with Mad Tidings, Startup and the weapon 6 perk. We have 19,000 damage. We switch it, it goes to 14,000. Now if we reload, what does it have now? 14,000 still. Okay, so a little bit in the description. It's reloading and switching weapons. Get rid of those stacks, which is quite nice. Now I'm still looking for another smasher though. There's been a load, but people have destroyed them, or they've had like half health, or they just charge off the map, which is so annoying. Like I keep hearing them as well. At least I've batchcraft a ton of ammo though. We could just go through another horde. This is very good for missions when there's tons of enemies, kind of like the Nocturna was as well. I've not checked the other perks and all the other Founders weapons in case they're all kind of horde clearing. But this, you don't really want to waste it on a single enemy. You kind of just want to hip fire at one enemy. That is really good damage for something with fast fire rate. That just melt through the smasher there. Blasters and everything. Look, you want a horde like that. You don't really have to worry about being accurate. You can just fire and your damage is going up and up and up and up. Look at that. Definitely stand still when you shoot though, because if you don't, look at your bloom. Look at your reticle. Compared to standing still. A lot different. That is horrendous. They're doing a llama. We need more husks. I'm going to be a bit risky. We're going into the storm just to melt through them. But we've kind of got everything we want. Yeah, I'll go into another mission, try and get a smasher, do a smasher test, but with totally rocking out. You can hip fire like this. The damage is strong though. Not every weapon has to be a crit build at all. This just has one crit damage. Or one crit rating, one crit damage, I should say. But again, it's still melting through enemies. The mag size helps massively. If we didn't have that mag size with light show as well, we'd be reloading so much more. And that 3-second reload time is horrible. It is that's what hinders this weapon. So I think if I was to build this, just because to make it different from any other weapon, max out the mag size as much as you can, and have maybe the fire rate secondary, or maybe the damage secondary. Just try and not put any crits on it, just to make it feel different than other weapons, because crit builds are kind of the best for most weapons, but this one, because of its last perk, it kind of makes you want to have a max mag size. Are you AFK? No, you're not. So I've finally found a smasher. Ooh, I'm going to quickly block this off so they can't get us. So we're just going to do our regular smasher test. After 40 shots, we'll have our 60% overall weapon damage. So, well, here's our smasher test. Eat that. You absolutely shred through it, and this isn't even a proper crit build on it. That is mad. Then again, though, we do have Rocking Rift, so it is increasing our crit rating a little bit. But, well, I say a little bit, quite tremendously. But the crit damage stays the same. If we built this pure crit, I don't know if it'd work the same, because we won't really be getting used to that extra 60% weapon damage. I really enjoy this weapon. Quite unique, just because of that last perk. I believe the original last perk of this was headshot eliminations cause explosions, and that's not very unique. Quite a lot of weapons can get that, so pretty cool. And so that was the reworked or buffed, whatever, I don't know what the actual term is, the new 6th perk of the Drumroll, let's call it that. And yeah, it makes it so unique. I think originally I preferred the full crit build, because that was the strongest for the weapon at the time. But now, again, just because you want to work around that 6th perk, otherwise it's completely useless, you're gonna want to max that magazine size out. You're gonna probably just not gonna bother with crit at all. I quite enjoyed it, because you can see the difference between the first like 2 seconds of shooting and the next 2 seconds afterwards. You see that massive damage difference. It's 60% free damage just from shooting. It's such a strong weapon, and I do like how all the Founders weapons are quite unique now, but I quite like this, so I'm going to leave this here. Let me know what you guys thought of this, and as always, thank you for watching.